Tory policies have led us to the stage where you have nurses in the NHS using food banks. But when you have somebody coming forward saying he will raise the wages of nurses, saying he will abolish tuition fees in schools, he will raise minimum wage, build 1 million homes, half of them social housing, this is significant, and this is significant to everyone. Previously, the idea had been that these people are not speaking to us, about us, or for us. Jeremy Corbyn is a clear exception to that rule. We have a choice between policies which foster empathy and policies which foster greed, resentment, estrangement, and alienation. At one point, it was legal for children below the age of 12 to work. What changed? Governments put that regulation on the companies. The companies at the time thought it was a great idea. They didn't see any problem with children under the age of 12 working. People fought and struggled for the 8-hour day. All of these things were fought for, but they were fought for and won because there were people in the political elite and the political class that were receptive to these ideas. Now, Jeremy Corbyn not only is receptive to these ideas, he has been on the front line of these struggles. During the Thatcher years, you had the selling off of everything from British Airways to British Rail to British Telecom to British Gas, vital parts of the British economy. And what that also led to was a simultaneous deindustrialization, closure of coal mines, closure of factories, the impoverishment of huge communities which relied upon those places for their daily bread. Jeremy Corbyn is a glitch within that matrix, because he does not perceive public services the same way that the rest of the political class do. While these oligarchs focus on demonizing Jeremy Corbyn, on ostracizing him, on otherizing him from the political class, these are already media institutions which are invested and have spent decades invisibilizing the dissent that Jeremy Corbyn represents. So why would it be a surprise that when somebody enters into the fray in the way that Jeremy Corbyn has, that they would stop at absolutely nothing to ultimately discredit him, that he is quote unquote weak on defense. Now, what do they mean by weak on defense? You have Theresa May haranguing him upon the issue on the use of nuclear weapons. Would you be willing to use nuclear weapons if you knew it would kill 125,000 people within seconds, as it did in Hiroshima? And she said, yes, I would be willing to. A willingness to pursue that application is somehow the measurement of ability to govern a society. Now, this is quite an insane notion, because what we have seen is the depersonalization of violence and the depersonalization of killing. You have a political candidate who is not allowing his foreign policy to be dictated by military-industrial complexes, that he is not willing to perceive the United States as some type of sacrosanct guide in terms of foreign policy. I personally view that as strong defense. Reliance on the United Nations, on international understandings, rather than the swiftness to projections of very sophisticated, destructive forms of violence. We have the chance to vote Jeremy Corbyn into 10 Downing Street. Now, that is something that I absolutely, unflinchingly support, that I absolutely, unambiguously am calling on everybody who is watching this to do that, to register to vote by the 22nd of May, and on the 8th of June, cast their vote for Labour. Because what it will mean, with all of the problematic legacies of the Labour Party, you have within it the seeds of radicalism, but moreover, you have within it wide open ears to those struggling on the front lines of the protests for social justice. And it is that reason I wholeheartedly support Jeremy Corbyn.